Veterans, did you know the VA has made an update to the M21-1? In a previous video, I asked the question, when the VA makes these updates, do you want me to share them with you? And the majority of veterans said yes. So in today's video, I'm going to share that particular update in the M21-1 and provide a VA claim nugget for you. Make sure you stick around. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne. I got a video for that Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. Today's video. The VA has made an update to the M21-1, so I am going to share with you what that information is, and at the end of this video, I am going to give you a VA claim nugget. But before we get into today's video, make sure you click the link in the description section of this video and pick up my new book, The VA Compensation Blueprint. It's Time to Win. In this book, I am filing a new claim. Well, not an actual claim, but a John Doe claim. And it's going to be an example. But you can follow along with me as I go through this process as you file your claim. So, today's video, the update in the M21-1. Let's get into it. Slide number 1. Here in slide number 1, as you can see, this is the email that I received from the VA. Okay. Now, if you haven't subscribed to get this information, may not be a bad idea if you do. A lot of my members that are in my monthly veterans membership, one of the first videos that I did last year, I showed them how to subscribe. So a lot of them are getting this updated information. Now, keep in mind, majority of the time, I won't say the majority of the time, but sometimes when these updates comes out, it may not impact what you're doing with your claim. But I would like to know what these updates are, so if it does impact something that I'm doing with my claim, I can get ahead of it. I can be proactive, okay? So I received this September 19th, last month. Let's keep going. Slide number 2. Here in slide number 2, this is the historical M21-1, okay? So when you click that link that was on the previous slide that you received in your email, it'll take you to the new updated one, okay? And you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and what you're gonna look for at the bottom, it'll say historical, and then it'll give you this date, okay? September 18th, 2025. And you'll know, okay, that was the previous M21-1. When you click on it, you scroll down, and this is what you'll see, okay? And then you can start looking at everything in yellow is what they updated, okay? And when you see a line through the date or any information, that is the old criteria, okay? So you'll see change date, September 18th, 2025. Now, also, you see these sections where it says supplemental claim, same or similar benefit on same or similar basis, prescribed supplemental claim form. When you get here, you're not gonna know what that change is, meaning when you click on that link in slide number 1, and it takes you to the M21-1, and you scroll down, you'll see the change date, but then you'll be like, Dwayne, how do I know what was updated? Okay, and that's what I said. When you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the historical and that date. You open that Word document up, this is what you'll see, okay? Let's keep going. Slide number 3. Here, you can see at the top, supplemental claims established, okay? Now, they see all these bullet comments and stuff with the lines through it, they totally changed that, okay? And you know the name, supplemental claims established, they changed that. So what is the new one? Right below it, requirement for potentially new evidence, okay? And it says the old was E and now it is D. And this may be confusing And I may do this in one of my live streams to really break it down and make sure you see it. Then you can ask me questions because I want to make sure you understand this, okay? But slide 2 and slide 3 is just a continuation, okay? I couldn't fit everything on the same screen, okay? Let's keep going. Slide number 4, okay? Now, here in slide number 4, you can see it's part of slide number 3. But let's go all the way down where it says action, okay? Step 1, determine if there is potentially new evidence by reviewing for evidence submitted or identified with the claim, okay? Meaning supplemental claims, we all should know when you submit a supplemental claim, you need new and relevant evidence. If you look at the instruction sections on the VA Form 20-0995, you will see the definition of new and relevant evidence, okay? Now, the second bullet comment, additional treatment records found by following the instructions in the M21, it gives that number. G, you can see that's crossed out, and the new letter is A, okay? So the new reference does not state during an enterprise search in the compensation and pension record interchange per. Doesn't say it anymore. It says additional treatment records found by following the instructions in this particular M21, okay? So here we go, let's keep going. Slide number 5. Okay, so here in slide number 5, this is the new update, okay? So when you click on that link in slide number 1, this is where it's gonna bring you. Well, at the top of slide number 2, you're gonna see the change date, and then you scroll down to this particular section and you'll see the update. So when they update it, you don't see any lines or anything like that. So that's when you have to scroll down to the end of the document and click on that historical, and it'll have the date, September 18th, 2025, and you'll see the old guidance with the lines crossed through it, okay? And then you come back here and you can see, oh, okay, this is what they updated, all right? So step 1, remember step 1, bullet comment number 2, it said additional treatment records found by following the instructions in this particular M21-1, and you see the A, okay, the A is there now. In slide number 4, it was the G. And also in slide number 4, it stated during an enterprise search in the compensation and pension record interchange per. You don't see that here, okay? So that is the update, people. That's the update. And you're probably thinking, Dwayne, man, that's nothing. Let's look at this particular M21-1. Here comes the nugget, slide number 6, okay? Now, VA medical records and the requirement to obtain relevant records, okay? When you register with the VA Medical Center, your VA Medical Center, and you start getting treatment, they keep progress notes. You can download those notes. It used to be under My Healthy Vet. Now you got to go to va.gov, and you can see everything. So as you're going through this claims process, raters can see that information as well. Look down here what I have highlighted in red. If the claimant does not indicate treatment at a VA MC or provide dates of treatment, ROs, stand for regional offices, must perform the enterprise search in Capri. You probably heard me talk about Capri once before. Let me know if anybody else out there is talking about Capri records. The reason why I know, because all raters have to be trained on how to go and review those Capri notes, which are your VA Medical Center records, your progress medical records, all right? Now, I know you're still saying, Dwayne, what is the nugget? Okay, here's a nugget. I know a lot of veterans, they love to go to the VA MC. There's nothing wrong with that. I've read the cases where I've seen veterans that went to up to 10 or 12 different VA medical centers. They could have been traveling for vacation, or over a period of time, they just moved throughout the country and they register at a new VA medical center. Now, some of these same veterans, what they'll do, they'll go into My Healthy Vet. Well, it used to be My Healthy Vet. You got to go to va.gov, and they will just print out all of these progress notes. All of them. Sometimes it's hundreds and hundreds of pages, and they send them in with their claim. Somebody has to look through that. But guess what? Raters have access to that. Now, would I still send in some progress notes from the VA Medical Center? Most definitely. For example, let's say if you file a claim for migraines, back pain, or elbow pain, whatever. Yes, I would go through and do that search, but I'm only looking for progress reports as it pertains to migraines, back, elbows, whatever it is I'm claiming. So that way, the rater doesn't have to go and spend the time to look for these records, because guess what? You've given it to the rater. You've helped them to do that development, okay? But you want to review the information that's in those progress notes, because that's what you're going to be talking about, especially if it's going to get you to a higher percentage at your CNP exam. That's the nugget, people. Okay? So I pieced all that together by looking at this change in that last M21-1 in step 1. It said, per those instructions, and I showed you that latest M21-1 talking about Capri, okay? That's the nugget. So raters are supposed to look at Capri, which houses your progress notes. Keep in mind, in the rating decision, if you get treatment at a VA medical center, they have to they looked at medical records from the St. Louis VA Medical Center from this date to this date. If it's not there, that means they did not review it, and that is in error. So again, go ahead and put a fire emoji in the comment section if you still want me to do these updates when the VA makes these changes in the M21-1. With that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and as always, share this video with your fellow veteran. Thank you.